Real Sociedad in advanced talks for Wolves striker Guedes, the latest transfer news. Hold on to your hats, football fans. We're about to drop some serious transfer news. Real Sociedad is on the cusp of securing Wolves striker Goncalo Guedes in a deal that could reshape their La Liga ambitions. But before you cheer, here's why you should care. This transfer represents more than just a player swap. It's a strategic move with ripple effects across both clubs. Record reports negotiations are in the final stages. With Guedes all set to return to Spanish football after his Valencia adventures. But here's the twist. Why would Wolves let their Portuguese striker go? The answer lies in their recent recruitment spree. With the arrivals of Jan Arias and Jorge Strand Larsen, now permanently signed, Wolves have cleared Guedes' path to San Sebastian. But wait, does this mean Guedes is being pushed out, or is he seeking greener pastures? That's the million-dollar question. His contract with Wolves runs through 2027, giving Real Sociedad the chance to mold his game for at least the next 3.5 seasons. While this transfer seems straightforward, let's not overlook the nuance. Guedes' return to Spain could breathe new life into his career, especially after a potential dip in form during his Premier League stint. But Real Sociedad isn't just signing a body. They're acquiring experience. Having thrived at Valencia, Guedes knows LaLiga's demands inside out. So why does this matter? For Real Sociedad, adding a battle-tested forward could be the edge they need in both domestic and European competitions. For Wolves, offloading Guedes frees up resources to focus on their new signings, shifting their tactical emphasis. But here's where it gets controversial. Could this move signal Wolves prioritizing youth over experience? Is Guedes' departure a calculated risk or a premature move? And let's not forget the intangible factors. How does Guedes' playing style align with Real Sociedad's tactics? These questions leave football enthusiasts divided. So, what's your take? Is Real Sociedad landing a gem, or are they taking a chance on a player past his peak? Sound off in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts. Potential twist in Goncalo Guedes transfer saga. Wolves vs Real Sociedad rumors. The ongoing saga surrounding Goncalo Guedes' potential transfer has taken an intriguing turn, especially with the latest rumors suggesting he might be on the verge of leaving Wolves. As the team prepares for their upcoming friendly match against Girona in Spain this Saturday, all eyes are on Guedes and his future with the club. After a challenging season at Molineux, Guedes found himself on the transfer list, with reports indicating that several clubs were keen to secure his services. Just this past Tuesday, it was disclosed that he was engaged in advanced discussions with Real Sociedad, hinting at a possible return to Spain for the 28-year-old forward. However, the plot thickened when Guedes managed to score during Wolves' 3-1 loss to RC Lens on Wednesday night. This unexpected performance raised questions about his commitment and future with the team, leaving fans and analysts alike pondering what lies ahead for him. As the Wolves squad embarks on their journey to Spain for preseason training, Guedes has taken to social media, sharing a cheerful photo alongside teammate Toti Gomez. This gesture has sparked speculation about his intentions, especially considering that just last week he suggested in a rare interview that he might be inclined to stay with Wolves. In that interview, he expressed a desire for redemption after a series of inconsistent performances. And reports even indicated that he appeared to be in good spirits during training. Despite the swirling rumors of his imminent departure, it seems Guedes is still dedicated to his role at Wolves. The timing of the flight to Spain could be seen as ominous, particularly with the ongoing links to Real Sociedad. However, if a transfer were truly on the horizon, one might expect him to be excluded from the squad altogether. The future of the Portuguese attacker remains uncertain, but after his recent goal, it would not be surprising to see him play a significant part in the match against Girona. On a related note, Wolves have faced some challenges in the transfer market. While they are close to securing David Mahler-Wolf for £10 million, which would fill the left wing-back position following Ryan Ait-Nouri's departure, the club must now focus on strengthening other areas, particularly right wing-back, central midfield, and center-forward positions. Jørgen Strand Larsen, who is expected to be a key player for Wolves, will need support, which both Hwang Hee-chan and Guedes provided last season. However, given that both players struggled to make a significant impact in the current system under coach Pereira, it would be prudent for Wolves to consider offloading either Guedes or Hwang only after securing a new forward. With the squad already thin on attacking options, it makes strategic sense to ensure that any departures are balanced by new arrivals. This approach will help maintain the team's competitive edge as they navigate the upcoming season. Liam Keane reveals shocking truth about Goncalo Guedes' future at Wolves. The truth about Goncalo Guedes' Wolves' future that no one is talking about. The transfer rumor mill has kicked into overdrive for Wolverhampton Wanderers this week. But amidst all the speculation, there's surprising silence surrounding what's really happening with Portuguese forward Goncalo Guedes. Wolves have finally accelerated their transfer activities, beginning with securing Norwegian fullback David Møller-Wolff from Dutch side AZ Alkmaar. This defensive reinforcement appears to be just the start, as manager Vitor Pereira has reignited pursuit of Brazilian center-back Robert Renan, a player he's previously worked with and clearly trusts. Meanwhile, negotiations seem to be advancing for Sevilla's promising right-back Juanlu Sanchez, with a potential deal worth approximately £14.7 million taking shape. But here's where things get interesting. While defensive acquisitions dominate headlines, an expected departure has mysteriously stalled. Portuguese publication Record confidently declared earlier this week that Guedes' transfer to Spanish club Real Sociedad was merely a formality, just paperwork away from completion. Yet, something doesn't add up. Contrary to what you'd expect from a player supposedly heading for the exit door, Guedes has been prominently featured throughout Wolves' preseason preparations. He even found the net against French side RC Lens, raising eyebrows among supporters, wondering why a departing player would remain so involved in the team's preparations. With no updates suggesting progress on his supposed transfer, doubts have naturally emerged about the validity of these reports. And this is the part most people miss. According to reliable Wolves correspondent Liam Keane, speaking on the Express Star Wolves podcast, the whole Sociedad transfer story was fabricated from the start. There's still a chance he goes, but everything we've been told is that that move was never happening, Keane revealed in conversation with co-host Nathan Judah. The situation appears to be that while Real Sociedad may have expressed interest in acquiring Guedes, Wolverhampton never seriously entertained their approach. All indications suggest Guedes remains content at Molineux, and the club itself isn't desperately trying to offload him given their already concerning shortage of attacking options. However, Keane did acknowledge the fluid nature of transfer markets. In 3 weeks' time, if Sociedad come in with a bid, of course he might go. This leaves the door open for developments as the transfer window progresses. The bigger picture for Wolves revolves around balancing their squad needs. From a purely financial perspective, generating revenue from Guedes, who turns 28 this year, makes business sense. Yet Pereira faces a potentially alarming situation in the attacking department that complicates matters significantly. Record signing Fabio Silva appears destined for another move.